Ladies and gentlemen, the following fight is a PFL versus Bellator contest. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is an MMA specialist and stands 5 feet 10 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 154.8 pounds, and he has earned an impressive record of 21 wins and 1 loss. Fighting out of Long Beach, California, AJ the Mercenary McKee! And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, representing PFL. He is a striking specialist and stands 6 feet tall. He weighed in officially at 155.5 pounds, and in his 36-fight career has built a record of 24 victories, 11 defeats, and 1 no contest. Fighting out of Burley, Idaho, Cassius Caldwell! Referee in charge, Brian Miner.
Brian Miner equipped with the ref cam. He will take us up close inside of the smart cage if necessary. AJ McKee, blue tape on the gloves.
Ready, Clay?
Clay Collard with the red tape. Southpaw stance for McKee. Collard in the orthodox stance. You will see him switch. AJ told us in the fighter meetings he's going to surprise Clay Collard by going at him.
All right, now I'm going to tell old Dan Hardy down there, because we're getting started. The party is now started. This is Bellator versus PFL. I will concede there's nobody tougher than Clay Collard, but I want you to concede back to me there is nobody technically better than AJ McKee.
You have a great argument there. You make
nasty choke already for AJ. Clay Collard's neck is in big trouble early in this fight. Both fighters are dry right now. That's a big squeeze from AJ.
It's so difficult to see if he's got his fingers inside. Wow! Wow. Straight into a triangle, though. Beautiful chain submissions.
Wow, I did not know if he'd be able to get out of that. Guys, a submission's hard to deal with, but a submission when you're dry? Oh, my goodness. It's not going to get any worse for Clay Collard than what he's already escaped.
Now having to deal with this triangle attempt. He's got to be careful of the arm bar as well. AJ just chaining these submission attempts together. That arm is in trouble, and there's a tap. Clay Collard submits to AJ McKee in the first round.
What a statement that was by AJ McKee. That was incredible. Very, very slick.
Unbelievable. AJ McKee got the takedown early and just started to chain those submission attempts together.
When we talk about how skilled AJ is, we also need to add tactical. We need to talk about that fight IQ. I mean, look, he started the fight with a very good boxer. He started with a kick to the body to create distance. He then took all the distance away, goes to the ground. It doesn't waste any time. Goes from one submission to the next. Now, ultimately, it was the 3rd submission attempt where he found the finish.
It almost seemed like as the guillotine was starting to come loose, he was already preparing the triangle to catch him. There we go, we can see the triangle there locked in, but you can see Clay is out of the choke. It's the arm that's hyperextended. A really nice triangle arm bar there, an unusual one as well.
Yeah, Clay did everything right. As soon as his head pops out, that's usually the beginning of the good news, but he looked the wrong way. Instead of looking into his opponent, he could have looked the other way. Considered a 360, a 180 to come over, it would have alleviated that pressure, but at that point, I think a little fear had set in. I think that Clay started to feel, look, I can go to the emergency room, or I can get out of here in one piece. The result's gonna be the same.
What a statement by AJ McKee as we open this pay-per-view card in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Andy Shepard inside the smart cage to make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Brian Miner calls a halt to the action at 1 minute and 10 seconds of round number 1. Declaring your winner via submission to an armbar, AJ McKee!
Making 8 submission victories of now a total 22 pro wins for AJ McKee. Dan Hardy has the winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm surprised you even broke a sweat, AJ McKee. That was a very, very slick performance. Let me know what the game plan was going into this.
Game plan was stand up with him for a little bit, see how it felt. I hit him a couple times. Boy's got chin. I landed that elbow, and he didn't even budge. So I was like, oh, takedown. Let's get him down to the ground, you know. I just love to mix things up and see where the fight goes, you know, and try to pinpoint someone's weak point.
That was a beautiful chain of submissions, guillotine to triangle to armbar. Did you know as his head was sliding out, you'd be able to hyperextend that elbow?
Definitely. I felt him posturing up with the triangle, so I was like, well, I got the arm. I was like, but I couldn't get it in the armpit, so I just was waiting for the right opportunity to have the right angle to get the arm.
Well, unscathed, no scratch on your face. What's next for you, my friend?
Who knows, you know, title. I'm always wanting the gold, you know, it's 2024. It's been a while since I've been a champion, so I'm looking forward to wrapping another belt around my waist.
I can see that happening very soon, my friend. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, AJ McKee.
The mercenary improves to 22-1. And look, he wants a title shot.
Let's go to Michael C. Williams.
Bellator MMA live on Showtime from the Forum. The time has come for the conclusion of the $1 million Featherweight World Grand Prix. Tonight's main event will be 5 5-minute rounds for the Bellator Featherweight World Championship. Sanctioned by the California State Athletic Commission, Commissioner John Carvelli, Chair, Executive Officer at K-Side, Andy Foster. And now, first introducing the blue corner. At 5'10", weighing in 145 pounds even, with 3 electrifying finishes en route to tonight's final. The young phenom enters undefeated with 17 professional victories, no losses. Ladies and gentlemen, the #1 ranked contender hailing from Long Beach, California, presenting the challenger, the mercenary, AJ McKee. And across the cage, the champion tonight fights out of the red corner at 5'6", weighing in 144.5 pounds as a reigning 2-weight class world champion. The Bellator GOAT tonight stands with an impressive 32 professional victories along with 4 defeats. From Natal, Rio Grande do Norte, Brazil, the defending Bellator Featherweight World Champion, Patricio. Pitbull. And when the bell rings, the referee in charge, Mike Beltran.
All right, gentlemen, been over the rules already. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch goes down if you want. At the sound of the bell, come on out, handle your business.
Scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. The World Grand Prix final, $1 million bonus check. And the Bellator Featherweight Championship, the Grand Prix title, all on the line. The #1 contender against the champion.
You ready to fight? You ready to fight? Let's go.
The bell in round 1. Patricio Pitbull in the red gloves, AJ McKee in the blue, and McKee immediately attacking the lead leg of the champion with an oblique kick. Music to the ears of all of us, John. After a year of being in the fight sphere, Mohegan Sun, a raucous crowd on hand, and most of them are here to cheer on AJ McKee.
Right here, take a look at what's happening here. AJ taking the center of the cage, which is normally where Patricio likes to be. He's taking the center of the cage and saying, I'm going to stand here, go ahead and try to come towards me, and I'm just going to start to pick at you. We'll see how Patricio starts to open up. This is going to take a while for these guys to feel each other out. This is not going to end real fast, in my opinion. Well, it's going to be that they both are careful in the beginning.
Well, McKee said that's not going to be the case. He says he's going to finish him in the first round with a body kick. But you're right, John, it would behoove McKee to be patient and utilize his advantages with the height and the reach.
Absolutely, there's no doubt he has an advantage when it comes to physical size. Strength, Patricio is a bull.
Yes.
But to be that bull, you got to come into the matador.
And of course, Pitbull known for his crisp counterattacks, but who is going to lead this dance?
Notice who is moving who back. Now he's hit it. He is seriously hurt. He's not stopped. He made a mistake there.
Patricio Pitbull. He said he'd do it with a kick, and McKee looking to finish the champion in round one.
Made a mistake in not going after him. He's out. He's out.
Mamma mia! AJ McKee has made history.
That head kick set it up, Moral.
The fairy tale Hollywood ending has come true. AJ McKee, from birth, was being programmed to become a world champion by his father, Antonio. He had the vision.
Well, he wrote himself $1 million check, and he just made Bellator write him $1 million check.
Wow! Calm, cool, collected, and as dangerous as they come. The mercenary AJ McKee at 26 becomes the new Bellator MMA featherweight champion. Wins the featherweight world Grand Prix title, and like you said, John, gets to take home $1 million bonus. And from, you know what? He's now 18-0, longest win streak in Bellator, and in many ways, this is just the beginning, John.
It is just the beginning. I told you that he is special. He is so good at being a fighter.
Meanwhile, the former champion Patricio Pitbull's corner, wondering what happened.
There's not a whole lot to wonder about. Let's take a look at the replay if we can. Take a look at this. AJ sets him up, gets him going backwards. Watch the kick come up. Watch the right hand. Comes out, that kick comes up, hits him square across the jaw. That stuns him. You can see he's after him. Then he actually puts him down with shots, but he made the mistake of stopping, putting his hands up. Goes after him with the guillotine choke. It is tight. Watch again, the head kick come up. Look at the trauma of that head kick. Patricio's able to withstand that, but then it's the shots coming after. That uppercut with the left hand puts him on his butt. Again, right there's the mistake that you cannot make. If you're AJ McKee, you got to continue on until that referee stops you. He then grabs the neck, and he goes after what Patricio normally gets his guys with. There he goes, right to the point of unconscious. You can see how he doesn't know where he's at. And they stop the fight.
And Father Antonio celebrating the huge victory by his son, AJ McKee. And yeah, you talk about poetry there, my friend, as AJ McKee and does it with Pitbull's guillotine choke. And so adding insult to injury by doing it in that fashion.
There's no insult at all. It is part of MMA. He went after what was available. His neck was available because he was a hurt fighter, and that is what ended the fight.
Well, with that insult to injury to the now former champion, Patricio Pitbull. And Pitbull still can't believe what has just transpired here in the LA Forum. The now former two-time featherweight champion still holds the 155-pound gold. But Patricio Pitbull submitted for the first time in his illustrious career. The night belongs to the mercenary AJ McKee. Here's Michael C. Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, with the guillotine in tight, it comes to an end officially 1 minute 57 seconds into round number 1 by technical submission. He is now the $1 million Featherweight World Grand Prix champion and the new Bellator Featherweight World Champion, the mercenary, AJ McKee.
Tremendous show of respect by both Patricio Pitbull and AJ McKee. McKee is a prophet. He predicted a first-round finish, and he delivered. Let's go to Big John McCarthy.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with the new featherweight champion and the featherweight Grand Prix winner, Mr. AJ McKee. AJ, you just stopped a guy that has been the champion since you have been fighting in this cage. What does it feel like?
Man, all my dreams coming true. It's amazing. We're not done. This is just the beginning, so we're getting started. I'm looking forward to holding this baby for the rest of my life. It ain't going nowhere.
Talk to me about when you were walking out, because the energy in this crowd and the love that they were throwing down on you had to inspire you before you started.
It was surreal, man. Everybody, I appreciate y'all for coming out and supporting from the bottom of my heart. This is for y'all. This is for LA, baby. We bringing championships home. Let's go. Snickers, are y'all not satisfied? What's up? For real.
You don't need Snickers. You wrote yourself a check when you were a young man for $1 million. Well, Bellator just wrote you a check for $1 million that you can now go cash. Talk to me about the entire tournament, what it meant to you and how it was going through this process.
Man, when I first started in the tournament, I wanted like the 3rd pick, 4th pick, just so I could see where the bracket laid out. But God put something in my heart. He reminded me, he said, you are number 1. So when I drew that number 1, it showed me, it said, let them see who wants to fight you. And none of them wanted to step up.
You came into Bellator super hot, had some fights, but there was a fight that changed you. It was that fight in Ireland when all of a sudden you were tested and you came back a different fighter. What was it that changed you?
I'd say mentality, man. Mentality is key. You know, you got to put in the work. And my dad always tell me hard work beats talent. So if you got all the skill set in the world and you don't work hard, it's meaningless.
Well, let's talk about the skill set, because it was the head kick that started everything. You hit him to the head, and then you hit him with a beautiful left uppercut to put him on the deck. But then you started to celebrate.
Yeah, because I thought he was done, you know. I looked at him, and then I was just like, man, well, let's get on him again, you know. So, like they say, protect yourself at all times, and you got to stay on him until the ref stops it. So I had to get back on him like white on rice.
When you grabbed that neck and you felt it, did you know that he was going out?
Yeah, I felt him go limp a little bit, so that's what kind of gave me it, you know what I mean? I knew he was already rocked, so when I felt him buckle a little bit, I was like, all right, that's it.
I want to tell you that was a fantastic performance against an unbelievable champion. Congratulations on being the new featherweight champion of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, the Bellator featherweight champion, AJ the Mercenary McKee.
No place that AJ McKee would rather become a world champion than this venue, the Forum, in his backyard. And he said, especially after he and his dad fought here together at Bellator 228, he says a lot of greatness has taken place within these red walls. It just gives him that much more motivation to go down as a legend and get his name up on those walls someday. And I have a feeling that may also come to fruition. Mercenary AJ McKee is money, and he will indeed cash that $1 million bonus check and has all of the gold. What a performance by AJ McKee.
These two men are a combined 25-0 at 145. Caldwell 7 years the elder of McKee. Everything else is virtually identical. Let's get this thing going. Michael C. Williams.
Bellator MMA live on CBS Sports Network from Mohegan Sun Arena. The time has come for the main event of the evening, the first semifinal of the Featherweight World Grand Prix. Sanctioned by the Mohegan Tribe Department of Athletic Regulation Chairman James Gessner, President of Sports and Entertainment Tom Cantone, supervising at Caveside Director Mike Mazzulli. And now, scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds, introducing the blue corner. At 5'10", weighing in 144.8 pounds, the undefeated professional tonight enters with 16 professional victories, no losses. Hailing from and fighting out of Long Beach, California, the mercenary, AJ McKee. And across the cage, his adversary, fighting out of the red corner. At 5'10", weighing in 144.7 pounds, the former Bellator World Champion brings 15 professional victories, 3 defeats. Fighting out of Redlands, California, he hails from Rahway, New Jersey, Darrion, the Wolf Caldwell. And the referee in charge, Kevin McDonald.
Fighters to the center, please. All right, gentlemen, this is 5 rounds under the unified rules of mixed martial arts. We went over those in the back. I want a good, clean fight. If you'd like to touch gloves, feel free to do it now. Good luck.
Darrion Caldwell, AJ McKee. The winner advances to the finals of the Featherweight World Grand Prix.
You ready to fight? You ready to fight? Let's go.
Here we go! Tonight's fight clock presented by Geico. Southpaw versus Southpaw. Caldwell in the red gloves, McKee in the blue gloves.
Calculated. Play it, climb.
Very nice drop and entry by Caldwell. Let's see what he can do with the position.
Bicep control. Bicep control.
AJ made it very clear this week, even if he's on the bottom, he's going to make him work, make him take elbows, make him take strikes, make him feel like there's something always going on in the fight.
There we go. Now we're going to look for elbows off this position. Let's work. Let's get some elbows going.
Yeah, you see it right there, Josh. Those little heel kicks.
Stop him.
As the fight goes on, those pay dividends. Nice elbow though.
That was a nice heavy elbow by Darrion
Walk
Caldwell.
him to the cage. You're trying to break your base. You got to climb. Climb, young man, climb.
John, there's a lot of energy being used though right now by Darrion to hold him in place. There's a lot of intensity. That type of stuff will tend to wear your gas tank out as the round goes on.
It is all over! Just like that! Darrion Caldwell submitted by AJ McKee! Wow! From his back.
It's not only from his back. Watch when he goes for the 100%. You'll see what happens as he starts to get a neck crank on Darrion Caldwell. Darrion Caldwell did not respond to it when it started to actually move his arm into place. Take a look at what occurs here. You're going to see AJ McKee is going to take his arm and bring his hand through and wrap it over. Here he goes into that 100%. Well, Darrion's head is to the left, which is causing it to pinch as soon as he starts to bring that over. Look at what we've got here. Look at the crank on his head. He starts to get pressure on it. He's trying to relieve it with his arm. He can't do it. Now you see the tap.
And the figure 4 keeps him from trying to get his butt higher up in the air. You watch AJ McKee here. As he starts to put it on, he locks his leg figure 4, so he can't try to back out. And there's no way for him to posture and pop his head out. And he's just putting pressure on that shoulder and that neck as well.
9th first round finish for AJ McKee. His 3rd by submission. He has made his way to the finals of the Featherweight World Grand Prix.
Here in Honolulu, Hawaii, Bellator MMA now presents 5 5-minute rounds to begin the quarterfinals of the Featherweight World Grand Prix. And now, live on DAZN, Introducing the blue corner. At 5'9", weighing in 144.9 pounds, his professional record, 20 victories, 9 losses, fighting out of Lubbock, Texas, Derek Stallion Campos. And across the cage, his adversary fighting out of the red corner at 5'10", weighing in 144.6 pounds. As a professional, he enters undefeated, 15 wins, no defeats, hailing from Long Beach, California, the mercenary, AJ McKee. And the referee in charge of the action, Mike Beltran.
The first slot in the semifinals of the $1 million featherweight Grand Prix.
Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves now if you want. At the sound of the bell, come on out and handle your business. Let's go.
Referee Mike Beltran with final instructions scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Campos as game as they come. McKee undefeated.
All right, gentlemen, first round. Ready to fight? You ready to fight? Hell, let's go.
They're both ready to fight, and immediately McKee said he would go for a Masvidal-esque jumping knee like Masvidal did against Ben Askren, and this time, well, Campos avoided it, and McKee looking to get flashy quick, and it might just cost him here against the double tough Campos.
He did not lie about going for it. And right here, this is where on the ground, AJ is big with elbows. He likes to throw elbows.
Oh, and
beautiful sweep out of position. And a nice left hand on the exit.
It took him only 8 seconds to dispatch Georgi Karahanyan. He was looking for the Bellator record, and he is looking to put out Campos quick here tonight.
It's hard to put Derek Campos out because he's such a gritty and durable fighter. This is a smart attack by AJ. Take him down, wear him down. You do not have to get rid of everybody in 8 seconds. Give him the back, not a smart move.
4 of McKee's 15 wins have come via submission. Looking for the first round rear naked choke here against Derek Campos. Campos in trouble.
It is on the jawline, but that jaw can be dislocated if you understand what you're doing with that squeeze.
Well defended by Campos, the veteran. He's in his 30th professional fight here tonight.
Derek working on just controlling the arm, making sure he at least controls the one hand like we talk about all the time. AJ just needs to just work towards building towards that moment where he makes a mistake with his hands.
There is Antonio McKee, AJ's 49-year-old father, who fought on the same card as AJ the last time around, the first North American father-son to compete in a major MMA event, and what a night it was for the McKee family, both victorious.
The first father-son combination to get wins by both in a major promotion.
And now McKee from the close guard of Campos. Campos, the veteran, trying to control the posture, but McKee with the wide base, putting all the pressure in the open guard of Campos. Campos with an up kick that misses.
And that is a lot of pressure when AJ is up on his feet with his head coming down. That's the old position of a guy like Tito Ortiz used to use to land big shots, heavy elbows.
Hey, McKee's faced tough opposition in former champion Pat Curran, but McKee told us that, yeah, he figures that Campos is going to be the toughest opponent he's had, literally speaking, the toughest.
AJ just locked that arm behind him, and that's why Derek Campos turned his back.
Giving up his back, hooks are in. All body triangle being employed by AJ McKee. 2 minutes remaining in a first round, and
Derek Campos needs to take that body triangle, put that foot to the ground. That's the right way to start working against that body triangle and turn within it.
Campos has been submitted twice in his career. He's lost 4 times via form of knockout. Has showcased plenty of resiliency. Snapped a 3-fight losing streak in the opening round of the tournament. But in tough here against the hard-charging, high-flying AJ McKee.
Nice job by AJ to get that lock back up high. AJ needs to work against is don't squeeze when you know I'm not sure if I have it. I don't squeeze hard until I know I have it, then I put everything into it.
Hard to pick a body lock, that's for sure. Final 60 seconds here in the opening round, and AJ McKee proving to be all Derek Campos can handle in the first 5 minutes. And now McKee maneuvering here, John, looking for that rear naked choke. Well defended by Campos.
It is well defended, but this is what I'm talking about. Just create these situations where the hands all of a sudden miss that one opportunity and you can slide that choke in.
McKee just 24 years of age.
It is so much harder to get a rear naked choke when you're wearing a set of MMA gloves than it is in like in a jiu-jitsu tournament where you can slide your hand through. It's got that big wedge that someone can kind of grab a hold of the wrist and it just holds that arm in place.
Seen McKee's slick submission skills at work and trying to still work for the finish here with 10 seconds now left in the opening round. All AJ McKee in the first frame of the first quarterfinal matchup of the Featherweight World Grand Prix.
He almost had that at the end.
At AutoZone, batteries are kind of our thing. After our free testing, turns out she just needed new cables. This guy, just a fresh charge. And for them, it was time for a change. Welcome to America's #1 battery destination. Getting the job done just got easier.
I don't want you drawing your wall trying to out-wrestle. If you're gonna throw kicks, they're yokos, they're straight kicks. Get off the spinning shit right now. Okay, stay off the spinning.
Here's that flying knee. It did not land, but the attempt was there. You gotta love when someone goes for it. Nice kick to the body by AJ McKee. Gets in on him, drives him back towards the cage for that takedown. Derek Campos did a good job of protecting himself by utilizing his hands, but this was right at the end. That choke, if it was not stopped, it would have worked.
All right, gentlemen, second round. Ready to fight. Ready to fight. Hell, let's go.
Bell in round number 2. AJ McKee in the red gloves, Derek Campos in the blue gloves. Unofficial scorecard, it's an easy round to score in favor of AJ McKee. And he gave it, John, 10-8 as we are in the second of a scheduled 5 rounds as Campos goes low with the inside leg kick.
AJ dominated the action in that first round.
Oh, and Campos is down! AJ McKee diving in, ground and pound on the durable Campos, but Campos tasting left hands. And AJ McKee swarming Derek Campos, and Campos has survived the attack thus far, neutralizing McKee for the moment.
Great job by Derek Campos to at least get that guard position so he could slow down the attack of AJ McKee. McKee right now just settling himself down, grabbing some air.
Speaks to his maturation process as a 24-year-old mixed martial artist.
You know, he put a lot of energy out. He heard him, went after him, realized, oh, I'm not going to get this. Slowed it down. He's now breathing. This is where we say that you got to find those spots in the fight where you can get your rest. Nice pass.
Oh, looking for the darts here. And that front face, that front headlock really is McKee's bread and butter.
And
whether it's for a Darce guillotine.
Right here, those hips going down, that is going to make it tight. He just lost it.
Oh, McKee allows Campos to get back up, and now McKee slugging it out with Campos. McKee shoots in, Campos defending.
Campos just being durable right now. That is not a good sign that you see that AJ slides to his back. He is tired right now. His arms are heavy. He went after that Darce, tried to squeeze again. He's looking for rest.
And now it's AJ McKee as an open guard on his back. Controlling Campos' posture, the veteran Campos still trying to sneak in some short hammer fists.
Campos did land a left hook on AJ before this position right here, so that might have had a big effect on AJ McKee.
And we remind everyone that yes, this is a 5-round fight in the featherweight World Grand Prix, so it would behoove both fighters to potentially conserve energy where possible, knowing that this one could head to deep waters. Not that McKee is used to doing that, John.
No, he is not. You know, that 5-round, that you're looking at that and you're going, man, I don't want to get to that point. But you want to know that you can. And that's part of why you're seeing him slow the fight down and try to grab these moments of rest, because he's thinking, I wasn't able to finish him. I wasn't able to get him out of here. I might end up in that 4th, 5th round.
And who prevails in this fight will get a break. They will. That's one of the benefits from kicking off the quarterfinal round here in Hawaii. As Campos now looking to try to maximize top position, but McKee controlling his posture, seems comfortable. As the body triangle on Campos.
I hate the body triangle from the guard position.
Right.
Because all it is saying that, oh, I'm being completely defensive because I'm tired, I'm trying to grab air. Back to the full guard with
elbow.
Cross legs, but you got to figure that in the beginning of this round, Darrion Campos took a lot of damage, was almost put out of the fight. He's got to make up some ground here.
And it appears that Campos is trying to do just that. Under a minute left, hasn't really done much from top position. McKee active on the bottom, but unable to sweep Campos.
Campos, he's been working, he just hasn't been able to land that really clean shot that he's looking for.
Campos made his pro MMA debut in January of 2009, has been a part of the Bellator roster since 2012. In his 17th Bellator fight, 9-7 with 3 knockouts in the Bellator MMA cage. Would love to hand AJ McKee his first loss. McKee looking for the armbar from the bottom, the scramble.
That's what sweat does for you. It's a beautiful thing. Nice attempt by AJ.
Oh, some elbows from the top by Campos.
All right, gentlemen, 3rd round. You ready to fight? You ready to fight? Hell, let's go.
Bell in round 3. How do you score it unofficially after 2, John?
I have AJ McKee winning both rounds. The reason that he didn't win, that Campos didn't win that 2nd round is he got hurt in the beginning, if you remember, and there was a lot for him to make up. He landed some shots, but not enough to make up the distance. AJ McKee gets it 10-9.
Turning 50 tonight, I actually didn't remember that, John, so thanks for reminding me. 3rd round here, McKee going to the body with the left hand. Now, obvious, well, I'll ask you, who do you give the advantage to in a striking exchange like this?
Well, no doubt, I believe that AJ McKee has the finer set of technical skills in striking. But Darrion Campos, if he can just drive AJ into getting into a brawl, he has the ability to put AJ out.
That won't be the case as McKee secures another takedown like his father, comes from a wrestling base. Actually, Pat Curran, one of the only men to really ground McKee off a well-timed takedown, but wasn't able to do much from his position on top. And now McKee working from the bottom.
Working from the bottom.
Oh, the tap out! McKee forces Darrion Campos to capitulate, and McKee has reached Sweet 16, 16-0, and the longest win streak in Bellator history continues as McKee, one more fight closer to $1 million and the Bellator Featherweight Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, inside the Bellator cage, the armbar brings on the tap, officially 1 minute 8 seconds into round number 3 by submission. He now advances to the semifinals of the Featherweight World Grand Prix, the mercenary, AJ McKee.
Here's Big John McCarthy.
Can't sing, you gotta talk to me. Ladies and gentlemen, here I am with your winner, AJ McKee. AJ, that was a gritty, tough fight. You came out with a flying knee, you attacked him with all kinds of things, and he kept hanging in there.
Yeah, I knew he was gonna do that, you know what I mean? He's a tough opponent. First of all, I wanna give a thanks to the man upstairs. It wouldn't be possible without him giving me my craft. Shout out to my monster sponsor, TC1, Affliction, Lena Egg Whites, all my friends and family and everybody that's supporting me. Thank you, Hawaii!
Let's talk about that finish. You heard it multiple times in there. You went after a variety of submissions, stars, chokes, but that arm lock at the end, talk about it.
Well, I told you guys, this is just the beginning, you know what I mean? I'm barely showing off jiu-jitsu skills. So welcome to AJ Jiu-Jitsu 101. It's just the beginning of what's really yet to come. I tried to open up, throw a little bit of elbows for my feet, flying knees and whatnot, but took a little bit of damage and I'm still here, ready to go, ready for the next round and ready for my belt.